Now to the Philippines, where the rising price of rice, a staple for Filipino families, is causing a little bit of alarm. Critics of the government say it's the result of wider mismanagement of the economy, which has seen inflation rise by more than 6% in the last year. But President Duterte has hit back, saying global commodity markets beyond his control are to blame. Our Philippines correspondent Howard Johnson has sent this report from the province of Batanes in the far north of the country.
Itbayat is the Philippines' northernmost inhabited island. It's marooned some 300 kilometers from the Philippine mainland out in the South China Sea. But despite its remote location, people here say they too are feeling the pinch of rising national inflation. At Balanga port, local traders are busy offloading a delivery of goods from the mainland. Mary Jane runs a shop that sells frozen ready meals. She says rising fuel prices have increased the cost of importing goods.
I added a little on the prices, like a peso or two, since the freight increased and also the prices of food went up. I only added a little, but customers are wondering why prices increased. Sometimes they cannot buy the goods now.
But across the country, it's been the at times double-digit rise of rice prices that's caused the most alarm here. In the Philippine capital, Manila, government workers offload a delivery of subsidized rice intended to plug a recent drop in national supplies. Historically, the Philippines has been a net importer of rice, and with typhoons Mangkhut and Rosita hitting the country within weeks, harvests have suffered. But the price of rice has stabilized here in recent weeks, and that's thanks in part to the government buying in cheaper supplies from countries like Vietnam and Thailand. Now the Duterte administration says it will back that up by imposing a fixed price in shops to prevent profiteering. But the president believes it isn't just market manipulation that's to blame for the rising prices.
What's driving inflation now simply, it's the prices of food. It's not an excuse. I admit there is an inflation, but it's really the number one culprit is the price of food.
1985.
However, some economists are laying the blame closer to home, namely on the government's recent tax reform package.
They did not realize that the income tax reduction meant more money for the upper 50%. And of course, when you put more money in the hands of the people, prices are going to go up. They did not consider that fact. It's incompetence. What else can I say?
President Rodrigo Duterte promised to improve the lives of ordinary Filipinos. That's why many are now looking to him to finally draw a curtain on the rising cost of living. Howard Johnson, BBC News, Manila.